So here's the thing. Despite being a friendless loser with nothing to do all summer, August is actually going to be a pretty busy month for me. I'm going to be away from home for like 2 weeks straight almost. I still wanted to get a video out this month though, so while I was nearing the end of editing my last video, I was giving some thought as to what kind of topic I could talk about that wouldn't require too much research on my part, but could still make for a kinda neat video. So let's talk about Sonic again. Specifically, for some reason, lately I've been thinking about the odd history of Sonic character themes. For those who don't know, a character theme was something introduced in Sonic Adventure. Kind of, we'll get there. They're these short little songs meant to illustrate to the player what a certain character is all about. This may sound easy, but there's actually a lot more work put into creating them. I mean, you don't just need to get the lyrics right, but the genre, melody, basically everything has to be fine-tuned to fit that character specifically. Just hearing the song should be able to explain who the character is. That, plus how hard it can be to make songs in general, makes these nifty little staples of the Sonic series something interesting to me. So, I thought it'd be neat to go through the history of character themes, and to add a bit of flavor, also be grading them as to how good of a theme it is, based on both how it suits the character and just how good I think the song is. Hey, you know how I literally just said that character themes were introduced in Sonic Adventure? Well, that's technically not true, as I'd make an argument that Sonic CD is the first game with a proper character theme. Do in fact. See, for some reason, when bringing the game from Japan to America, Sega had an entirely new soundtrack made for the game. Except for the past themes for some reason. I don't know. This included the song that went along with the intro animation. While Japan got You Can Do Anything, America got Sonic Boom. Honestly, the most interesting thing about these songs is that it shows how both countries viewed Sonic at the time. You Can Do Anything is a very light J-rock song. It's got a fast tempo with a nice bouncy feel as well. It makes you feel excited to go on a fun, fast-paced adventure. And then we get to Sonic Boom and... Not only is the song itself more serious, but the beat is a lot slower as well. It's focused on making Sonic badass, for lack of a better term, which accurately reflects how America portrayed him. Don't believe me? This is a successful Sonic cartoon made in America, and this is a successful Sonic cartoon made in Japan. Well, let's talk about those lyrics. Despite being Japanese, the lyrics for You Can Do Anything are actually in English, and boy are they a thing to hear. The first half is just nonsense with lyrics like, Excalibur, it's not too far. You make the adventure. With the second half just being encouraging words about how you can do anything if you set your mind to it. And I kinda love it. Like I said, classic Sonic in Japan was a much lighter franchise, so the simpler lyrics work for me. The fact that it sounds like they made the first half up on the fly with random things also kinda works, since, well, Sonic doesn't plan ahead either, he just makes it up as he goes along. Sonic Boom is just kinda alright. Again, with the lyrics mainly being about how Sonic is awesome and all that, but like, half the song is just the word Sonic Boom on repeat. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, keeps you running faster. That's not necessarily a problem, mind you, just something I think is worth pointing out. So all in all, I'll give You Can Do Anything an A and Sonic Boom a B. They're both fine, and hell, as a kid I loved Sonic Boom way more, but You Can Do Anything is just more fun, and I think that's a good trait to have in a character theme for Sonic. Okay, now let's move on to the game that really started character themes, Sonic Adventure. A quick tangent, by the way. In my research, I discovered that the CD these songs were originally released on was called Songs with Attitude. Jesus Christ, that's so 90s. Hell yeah, I want some songs with attitude. Let's fucking jam! So first off, let's talk about Sonic again with his theme. It doesn't matter. The lyrics are pretty alright, mainly focusing on how Sonic is a free spirit, going by his own code and living life his own way. But the genre choice is a little strange to me. The song is hard rock, or arguably dad rock at this point, and I kinda get the thought process. Like, rock music was originally very anti-authority. It was the rebels' choice. But like, that was back in the 50s or so. By 1999, rock was just another genre of music. That, and the song just feels really slow, which is a weird choice for Sonic. And I won't give in, won't compromise. I just only have a steadfast heart of gold. It's weird weird because all of the pieces are there, the instrumentation is fine, but the song just struggles to really have the energy it needs to really stick the landing. Because of that, I'll give it a C. Tails gets his first theme here with Believe in Myself, better known as I Wanna Fly High. It's also rock, but softer, pop rock so to speak. I like the choice because it, plus the lyrics, demonstrate how Tails is like Sonic, but unique in his own way. The lyrics themselves are mainly about Tails' character arc in the game, about how he looks up to Sonic but longs to eventually break out of his shadow and become his own hero. Good job, little buddy. Now let's just hope that Sega remembers next time. No, I will not get over forces. Fuck you. A. Now look, I get it. In retrospect, a rap song about Knuckles the Echidna is a bit bizarre, but I get the thought process here too. Rap, a lot like rock, is a very aggressive genre, so to speak. But rap is even more so, as you're not even really singing, just talking in rhythm. That's not to talk down the genre, mind you, it still takes talent and effort to do that well. But with it being a much more serious and aggressive genre, it fits well with Knuckles, who is aggressive and serious. But beyond the genre, damn, I just really love this song. It's goofy, I get it, but to me it just kinda works. The fact that they sincerely made a Knuckles the Echidna rap song, I don't know, it just kinda loops around cringe and I kinda like it. The lyrics are equally as silly, with lines like,
Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left.
That lyric is in reference to the fact that a water god committed mass genocide and almost made the entire species of echidna extinct. Still, the rest of the lyrics do a good job in explaining who Knuckles is, and despite how retroactively absurd the choice of music is, the lighter backing track with an emphasis on brass instruments makes it a fun listen to. I'll give Unknown from ME an A. My Sweet Passion, the theme for Amy, is in kind of an odd spot. Amy was never actually meant to exist beyond Sonic CD. It's only through canceled games and happy accidents that Amy ended up being the main female lead for the series. But because she was never meant to be a character post-CD, where she really didn't even feature all that much, she only really had one personality trait at the time. She had a crush on Sonic. And while Adventure did start the long road of her character eventually becoming what we know and love today, the songwriters probably didn't really have too much to work with, so she got a love song about how much she likes Sonic and won't take no for an answer. Amy, that's called sexual assault, but you're 12, we'll let it slide. Speaking of Amy being 12, did you know that there's a lyric in here that alludes to her shaving her private areas?
I do understand the feelings of a person so cute. I had to shave it.
What the fuck? The song itself is honestly rather repetitive to me, just someone whispering about how Amy likes Sonic, and a rather short chorus. That and most of the instrumentation is just a boring synthesized loop, just kinda whatever for me. I'll give it a C. For what they had to work with, it's fine, but I think Amy has a much better theme later on. E102 doesn't really have a theme, so that just leaves us with this big purple fuck. I hate Big the Cat. He's the only Sonic character out there that I actually hate. Yes, I do hate the way that some characters have been written, but at his core, as a character, I genuinely do not like this fucker showing up outside of memes and very brief cameos. Big the Cat is literally a fat, stupid cat. That is his personality. He likes fishing, and he has a pet frog. His theme song, Lazy Days, well, it's just kinda whatever, really. It's primarily about Big and his pet frog, Froggy, and their friendship, I guess.
Hey, big guy! Hey, little guy! Can you tell me who came first? Sorry, but I don't know. We are simply natural.
It's just kinda whatever, man. I don't know what to say. It's just a very generic song about two dudes being pals, I guess. I'm gonna have to give it a D because it's barely connected to Big, and the song itself is just kinda whatever. And with that, we can move on to Sonic Adventure 2, which also has a pretty cool album name, Multi-Dimensional. Damn, why can't all video game soundtracks have such cool names? However, this only gives us 3 brand new themes, as all of the returning characters just got remixes. Holy hell, you wouldn't be able to realize it at first. It Doesn't Matter sounds way better, as instead of a low-energy, slow rock ballad, it's now a fast-moving pop-punk song that sounds something right out of Tony Hawk.
It doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight. As the voice inside drives me to run and fight. It doesn't matter who
This is the energy I expect from a song about this fucking guy. Mr. Snowboards down San Francisco, grinds on handrails, and runs from giant trucks just for fun. Is there any reason why this is the default version that most people just expect to hear now? Then we get Believe in Myself's remix, which is even wilder. The genre feels like surf rock in a way. An odd choice, but the association with the freedom of summer vacation that a lot of kids will have pairs well with Tails' newfound freedom as his own hero outside of Sonic. Both of these songs are gonna get an A. Then there's Unknown from M.E. This is the one that's most radically changed, seeing how it's the only one that has really different lyrics for the most part. They also went from a more generic rap to gangster rap, which I think takes out a bit of its charm. Maybe it's because, even at the time, gangster rap was specifically seen as an adult genre, but unlike the Sonic Adventure 1 version, this version is just a bit too far for me. That and Mr. 100p, not to be confused with the absolute jackass 100p, thought that it would be a good idea to rap over top of the bridge from the original version, and I don't really know how normal that is in rap, but to me it just kind of makes it sound a little muddled. To me, this version is a downgrade, so I'll give it a C. My Sweet Passion actually never got a remix. Let's move on to the villain themes, starting with Rouge, because I know you fuckers love her the most for obvious reasons. I actually think her theme, Flying to Freedom, is one of the better ones in the series, mainly because I think that the genre actually does a good job of alluding to who she is. See, Rouge is basically playing both sides throughout the game. She's an agent for the government who's working with Shadow and Eggman to find out what they're up to, but she's also a thief, so she's not really that good either. She seems to jump around a lot from one to another. She's free-flowing as far as her allegiances go. So, what better genre to fit her in than jazz, a genre of music known to jump around and be very free-flowing. The lyrics also do a good job of alluding to her not really being on either side, with lines like,
Not to be tamed. Watch me, I never will inform you. I can go by myself.
it not only cleverly alludes to who she really is, but it's also something you can only really get if you actually paid attention and thought about it. So yeah, a really solidly done song that also gets across a lot of the characters' personalities. A big ol' A for you, Flying to Freedom. Then we have Throw It All Away, which fails at both. Shadow's theme is interesting to me mainly because it proved one thing to me. That I do not like industrial music. Despite that, I tried my best to power through this, and man, beyond the song just sounding bad to me, the lyrics are just kind of generic, edgy nonsense you can barely hear. Remember how Rouge's theme actually had some nuance to it, as there was allusions to her true personality without giving everything away? We'll take that nuance and throw it all away. This is just generic, edgy bullshit that's more suited for the Shadow the Hedgehog game and not the actual character. As I'm sure you've realized now, these aren't too in-depth character studies, but even in just Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow is more than just an edgy bitch, he's just misguided. He was manipulated into thinking that destroying the Earth is what Maria would have wanted. She's the only thing he ever really cared about, so he's gonna do it, damn it. But that plot twist was just kinda lost here. Instead of anything that actually tells us about Shadow's character, we just get boring bullshit about how everything sucks. Despite how much I really don't like this song, I can't let personal bias skew me too much, and it does at least go over some of Shadow's character, so I'll give it a C, I guess. Now, unlike Shadow, who does have some nuance to him, Eggman is just a fucking jackass, and his theme, E.G.G.M.A.N, is just a really fun song. It's a rock song with a little splash of techno, and I think it works well. The lyrics are dripping with egotism and self-indulgence, which is just perfect.
I'm plotting my schemes wherever I go. They're perfect in every way.
Much like Eggman, this song is a good mix of fun and sinister. After all, this is a song about wanting to take over the world and kill a child, but it's a fun song about wanting to take over the world and kill a child. Because of that, I'm going to give it an A. And that's all the themes from Sonic Adventure 2. So let's move on to a very interesting tangent as we talk about the team themes from Sonic Heroes. I'm going to count these since they're still technically themes about characters, just 3 characters at a time instead of just 1. This is a hard balancing act to do, so let's see if any of them actually managed to get it right. Also, this album's name is Triple Threat, which, it's alright I guess. It's no multi-dimensional or songs with attitude, but whatever. Anyways, Team Sonic's theme, We Can, is... well, it's just Diet It Doesn't Matter. It's another skater punk song, which works well with Sonic, and okay, I guess for Tails, but not really for Knuckles. But it would be hard to pick a genre that fits all 3 of them. The lyrics themselves are only kind of okay at describing the 3 of them. It's focusing more on the fact that they're a team, rather than explaining who they are. We only get like 1 verse actually explaining them, and they each get like 1 line. And even that's just, Sonic's fast, Tails can fly, Knuckles is strong.
Sonic's in the lead, giving us greater speed. Tails keeps us flying high, staying in the trouble.
I'll give it a B. Then we have This Machine, Team Dark's theme, and it's another industrial song, yay! I'll admit, this one does sound a bit better on the ears, so points for that, but the genre choice makes even less sense since now it barely fits anyone in Team Dark. See, Shadow was supposed to die in Sonic Adventure 2 and stay dead, but because he was so popular, they brought him back. But since he was designed just for that story, they had a hard time really deciding on what to do with him. So I just gave him amnesia for a few games before they could settle on him being the more cynical and aggressive hero that he is now. Rouge is still the same as she's always been, so Industrial doesn't really make sense for her either. Don't tell me you just picked Industrial because the team has a robot. The song does a better job of at least explaining everyone, as each character gets a verse to themselves. Again, just seeing Rouge, the level-headed and relaxed member of the team, being categorized with a song that sounds like this? It's just kinda weird. Doubly so for Shadow in retrospect. With that being said, it still at least does a good job of explaining who the characters are, but again, I really don't like the sound of it, so I'll give it a C. Then we have Follow Me, the theme for Team Rose, and this is a great theme for Amy, as it's a soft rock love song. I'm sorry, did you just forget that Team Rose also had Cream and this fucker's back. Hashtag General should be the power class for Team Rose. What the fuck was I talking about again? Oh right, so this song is a very good theme for Amy, as its soft rock nature again alludes to her being like Sonic, but a little bit different. A lot like Tails in the way. The lyrics are, again, mainly on her crush on Sonic, but there's a bit more of an independent streak to them, which makes it less creepy. It's less, I love this guy and I'm gonna make him mine whether he wants me to or not, and more, this guy makes me feel good to be around, and I want to show him that too. I think it's really the chorus that seals it for me. It's more about how she wants to show Sonic how she feels, and less forcing how she feels onto him.
Suddenly all the sadness will just slip away, and you will see what I mean if you just follow me in my dreams.
But again, this is also meant to be a theme for Cream and Big. Well, Cream obviously doesn't romantically love anyone, and she's only like 6, and Big the Cat is Big the Cat, so really the grading system's kinda weird on this one. It's a great character theme that's shackled to the other 2 members of the team, so I just have to give it a D. Still passing because it really does sound like a good song. By now you may be thinking my grading system is a bit too harsh. Oh, Strongman, don't be too rude. Clearly you can't make one song to fit 3 different characters. Well, how about you shut the fuck up, because here comes Team Chaotix to blow every other song here out of the fucking water. Team Chaotix is the theme for Team Chaotix. Huh. And by God is this song great. The genre is just kind of meh, generic high-energy rock song. Good, and again high energy, but still generic. But I'd argue that the lyrics are where this song really shines, as throughout the song they're able to weave in character traits of each of the characters, describe what the team is, and even have the music itself reflect the characters in some way. Firstly, the lyrics do a good job of explaining the Chaotix as a ragtag band of detectives. But I think the best thing is how the 3 different parts of the song seem like they represent a character. The very slow, whispery main verses sound like they could be sung by the mysterious fucking weeb Espio.
Once upon a time, you could be a bad guy and you lived a
The much louder and more aggressive pre-chorus sounds like something that the loudmouth Vector could be belting out.
The power has arrived in a dream team. The boss will 1 and 1 makes 3.
And I swear to God, I can hear the not annoying and instead adorable and excitable Charmy Bee cheering out their name in the chorus.
They're detectives, you all on your side. They're directives, tracking down your crimes.
See what I mean? It's almost like each part of the song was picked to represent a different member of the team. It's great. That and the song fucking rocks. All around, an excellent team theme that wouldn't work if any member of the trio was missing. Because of that, it's getting an A. Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, is actually pretty interesting as it doesn't feature any character themes at all. Songs like I Am All of Me and All Hail Shadow are used in the game more as themes for the paths that you end up going down. In a way, they could all be character themes, but that would require me to explain the plot of Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm not fucking doing that. We're not going to 06 just yet either, because there is one last team to talk about. The Babylon Rogues actually got a theme called Catch Me If You Can in Sonic Riders, which has probably the most radical album name yet, Speed Beat Grand Prix. It also got a remix in Sonic Riders Zero Gravity with the much less inspired but still pretty rad Zero Gravity tracks. I'll make it quick and say that the original version is just kinda whatever, but I really like the remix. Both use roughly the same lyrics which allude to their high speed and thieving nature. Heck, the title itself even alludes to both, Catch Me If You Can. But, whereas the first one is just kind of a synth rap song, the remix's use of string instruments does help it stand out, and I do think that the vocals are a bit better in the remix. C for the original, A for the remix. And now we can move on to Sonic 06, with probably the most absurd album title, Several Wills. Keeping with the tradition, first up let's talk about Sonic's theme, his world. How do I explain its genre? It's kinda like a weird mix of Limp Bizkit and Coldplay, but for some reason it really works. I say Limp Bizkit because the verses have their style of rap rock, and Coldplay because of the heavy emphasis on an orchestral sound that you'll hear in their songs like Viva La Vida.
Come on and let the fuse, he's a rocket and he's ready to go. Cause now the countdown has started and he's ready to blow.
Despite the rather jarring sound in comparison, the two mesh pretty well together. The song's lyrics mainly just hype Sonic up, talking about he's the fastest thing there is and how he's living in his own world. Get it? It's honestly a pretty good theme for him, keeping in spirit with songs like It Doesn't Matter, but updating it and trying out different musical genres. My only real problem is, why the fuck are there 5 different versions of this song? And why is the actual version that's used in the game the hardest to find lyrics for? But anyways, I'm gonna give it a B, as I don't think that's perfect, mind you, and I still prefer It Doesn't Matter. Up next we have All Hail Shadow, a song from Shadow the Hedgehog that was remixed by Crush 40 and turned into his character theme. And holy hell is it great. The song's some hard rock, borderline metal at times, but still very high energy and as such isn't a moody emo song. The lyrics also aren't moody and instead accurately reflect what Shadow is now, a rough hero who just goes a lot more aggressive than Sonic and his friends do.
All hail Shadow, heroes rise again. Obliterating everything that's not your friend.
But he's still fun, and so is the song. I'm honestly pretty glad that this song has replaced Throw It All Away as Shadow's main theme as of late, since it even appeared in Sonic Forces of all things. It just fits the character better, and as such, I'm gonna give this one an A. Then we get to Dreams of Absolution. I don't know what to make of this song. So it's a techno song, which is a good start since it's Silver's theme and he is from the future. I don't really know how to explain this to people who weren't there, but in the early, mid, and even kinda late 2000s, techno was just the music of the future in everyone's eyes. It was just kind of agreed that, in the future, all pop songs would be techno. So when I hear this song, I just think, yeah, I could hear this being played in a club in the year 2500. But that's about it. Everything else related to this song has nothing to do with Silver. Nothing to do with the character as a time traveler who's just in love with the past, a survivor in a post-apocalyptic world, or even his arc in the game. Because this is a romantic love song.
Every night I will make it right, and every night I will come to you. But every night it just stays the same in my dream of an absolution.
I mean, it's a good song, apart from the heavy auto-tune, but holy hell is that just a horrible theme for Silver, especially in 06. Because of that, I'm gonna give this theme the only F in this video. It's a really good song, but a god-awful character theme. Hey, did you know that Princess Elise has a theme? Yep. Think of all the other beloved characters out there that could have gotten a song about them. Blaze, Cream, General, #1 greatest Sonic character ever made, Fang the Sniper, or even characters like Amy who really deserve another one, and realize they may never get one. But Princess Elise has one, damn it. It's honestly not that bad. It's a slow ballad backed by piano and acoustic guitar, and it sounds pretty good, but seeing how Elise barely has a character at all, I really can't in good confidence say how accurately this portrays her. So, I'll just give it a passing C and we can move on. And with 06 over, character themes then promptly died. Yeah, as the games went on, we still would occasionally get new characters, but none of them actually got any special theme. The closest we got was in Sonic and the Black Knight, where Unknown from ME and Throw It All Away made little cameos whenever Shadow and Knuckles appeared. And to be fair, Blaze did get a cool, fiery Spanish guitar song for here called Night of the Grail, but it's 38 seconds long, and there's really not much to talk about beyond that. That was until 2017 when Sonic Forces came out. God, they even fucked up the album title for this one. A Hero Will Rise. That is the most generic shit I could have imagined. Bring me back the songs with attitude, damn it. God, is there anything this fucking game can do right? Anyways, there is a sole, singular character theme. Kind of. See, I'm a bit torn as to whether or not we should count Fist Bump as a character theme, or more the theme of the game a la Sonic Heroes or Endless Possibilities. I kind of decided that had to be the main theme, because if it wasn't, then the game wouldn't have one, and pretty much every Sonic game has its own theme, even the classics. So yeah, the only character theme in this game is Infinite, for the character. Infinite. The song fucking sucks. It calls back to Throw It All Away, just being generic emo junk, but at least it fits with Infinite, since he's also generic emo junk. But the song even has some weird choices that I, someone with very little actual experience in music, could very easily see and get confused by. The song starts with a trap rap beat, which then, rather jarringly, cuts to harsh guitars of the rock song with someone proving that rap does indeed take skill. Seriously, what the fuck is this? Gonna get a D, since while the song is boring and trash, well, so is Infinite and Sonic Forces, so it fits perfectly. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure the song has its fans. Holy shit, 9.5 million views. I mean, I guess I just don't get it. At the very least, this is a good example that the opinions I've been sharing are not objective truths. More my opinion on the history of these songs and how they've evolved over the years. And while I definitely doubt that Sonic Frontiers is the type of game to have character themes, I won't lie and say that I'm against them making a return. They're a nice way to give us a feel for the character, and honestly I kinda wish more games did something like this. But hey, even if you like the ones I don't like, we can all appreciate these songs with attitude. I'm Sir Strongman, and that was the thing.